Trump challenges Netanyahu's influence. A shift in U.S.-Israel relations. A shocking move from former President Donald Trump has turned the political landscape upside down, making waves in U.S.-Israel relations. While Trump has long been an ally to Israel, his recent actions have raised serious questions about the future of Zionism and Netanyahu's political dominance. In an unexpected twist, Trump invited Rabbi Aaron Teitelbaum, a prominent anti-Zionist leader of the Satmar community, to the White House. This event sends a clear message. Trump is distancing himself from Netanyahu and the political establishment in Israel, signaling a shift in U.S. policy that could have major ramifications for both Israeli and Palestinian futures. Let's explore why this invitation is not just a gesture, but a game-changer for the Middle East and global geopolitics. In a move that has shocked many, former President Donald Trump has sent a powerful political signal by inviting Rabbi Aaron Teitelbaum, leader of the anti-Zionist Satmar community, to the White House. This event has sparked a conversation about the relationship between the U.S. and Israel, particularly regarding the leadership of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. While Trump has historically been a strong ally of Israel, his invitation to a rabbi who opposes the existence of a geopolitical Israeli state sends a clear message to Netanyahu and his supporters. The Satmar community and anti-Zionism. To understand the gravity of this invitation, it is crucial to delve into the Satmar community's beliefs. The Satmar is one of the largest Hasidic Jewish groups, which has long opposed Zionism. Historically, Zionism emerged in the late 19th century as a political movement aimed at establishing a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Theodor Herzl, the founder of modern Zionism, believed that a Jewish state was necessary for the survival and prosperity of Jews, particularly in the face of European anti-Semitism. However, many religious Jews, including the Satmar, rejected this vision. They argue that Jews should not have their own state until the coming of the Messiah, an event prophesied in Jewish scriptures. The Satmar's opposition to Zionism is not just a theological disagreement. It is a direct challenge to the legitimacy of the Israeli state. They view the establishment of Israel as a human endeavor that defies divine will. Rabbi Teitelbaum, as one of the leading voices of this movement, has been vocal in his rejection of the modern Israeli state. His participation in Trump's White House meeting highlights the growing rift within the Jewish community itself, where traditional religious perspectives clash with secular or nationalist interpretations of Jewish identity. Trump's challenge to Netanyahu. This meeting with Teitelbaum is not just symbolic. It represents a significant shift in the political dynamics between the U.S. and Israel. Prime Minister Netanyahu has long depended on the unconditional support of the U.S., a relationship that has provided Israel with military aid and diplomatic backing. Trump's support of Netanyahu, especially during his presidency, included high-profile decisions such as recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital and endorsing the Abraham Accords. However, Trump's recent actions suggest that he may be rethinking this stance. By inviting a rabbi who opposes the very existence of the Israeli state, Trump is sending a message to Netanyahu. The U.S. may no longer blindly back Israel in its current form. This is especially notable considering Netanyahu's controversial policies, including the expansion of settlements in Palestinian territories, which have been widely condemned by the international community. Historical context of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Understanding the historical context of this shift is essential. Since the creation of Israel in 1948, tensions between Israelis and Palestinians have been at the forefront of Middle Eastern geopolitics. The founding of Israel led to the Nakba, the mass expulsion of over 700,000 Palestinians from their homes. This event is at the core of the Palestinian refugee crisis and the ongoing Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories, such as the West Bank and Gaza Strip, has led to decades of conflict, displacement, and human rights violations. The issue of Israeli settlements in Palestinian territories has been a focal point of this conflict. The expansion of settlements in the West Bank is viewed by many as a violation of international law and an obstacle to peace. Despite this, Israel has continued its settlement activities, which have fueled resentment among Palestinians and Arabs across the region. Trump's new position and impact on U.S.-Israel relations. Trump's decision to meet with an anti-Zionist rabbi rather than a pro-Zionist Israeli leader could signal a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy. The U.S. has long provided Israel with military aid and political support, often to the detriment of Palestinian rights. By aligning himself with voices that oppose the Israeli state's policies, Trump is challenging the long-standing narrative of unconditional support for Israel, opening the door to a more nuanced and potentially critical approach to Israeli actions in the occupied territories. Furthermore, this move questions the dominant political discourse in the U.S., where questioning Israeli policies has often been equated with anti-Semitism. Trump's invitation to Teitelbaum, a vocal critic of Zionism, challenges this binary view and opens up space for more diverse perspectives on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict within U.S. politics. U.S. policy on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The implications of this shift are profound. If the U.S. begins to take into account the views of those who oppose Israel's actions, it could lead to a rethinking of U.S. policy towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This could pave the way for a more balanced approach, one that considers Palestinian rights alongside Israeli security concerns. As global political dynamics evolve, particularly with the growing presence of Palestinian solidarity movements, Trump's engagement with anti-Zionist Jewish leaders could signal the start of a broader shift in U.S. foreign policy. If this shift gains traction, it could influence future administrations and lead to a re-evaluation of the U.S.'s unconditional support for Israel, particularly regarding its treatment of Palestinians. In a dramatic turn of events, former President Donald Trump's decision to invite Rabbi Aaron Teitelbaum to the White House has sent shockwaves through both the political and religious landscapes. This move is a direct challenge to the political establishment in Israel, particularly Prime Minister Netanyahu, whose unshakable alliance with the U.S. has long been a cornerstone of Israeli power. By engaging with a leader who opposes Zionism, Trump is sending a powerful message about the future of U.S.-Israel relations. The implications of this decision go far beyond a simple diplomatic gesture. It signals a shift in the narrative surrounding Israel and Palestine, a re-evaluation of U.S. policy that could have far-reaching consequences for the region. Trump's actions highlight a growing divide within the Jewish community itself, with more voices questioning Netanyahu's leadership and the policies of the Israeli state. As Trump challenges the Zionist narrative, he is also challenging the idea that support for Israel is synonymous with support for the Israeli government's actions, particularly its treatment of Palestinians. This move has opened the door to new possibilities for U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East. It suggests that the U.S. may be willing to reconsider its unwavering support for Israel and start taking into account the views of those who oppose the current state of affairs. If this shift takes hold, it could lead to a more balanced approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, one that prioritizes justice and peace for all parties involved. If you want to stay updated on this unfolding story and learn more about how U.S. foreign policy is shifting in the Middle East, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis of this major political shift and its global implications.